In my experience working with so many different business owners, what I find is that they always start with defining their target audience. And after defining their target audience, they start segmenting them, separating them into different buckets so that their various offerings, whether it is services or products, can be aligned. Now, this makes perfect sense. I call this, product floor thinking, where you are inside of your production factory, whether it is a service or a product, and you are now thinking of your target audience that you want to serve, and you've then divided them into various logical buckets and segments and so on and so forth. And now you are configuring everything for them. But if you step into their world, they are looking at you and your competition from a completely different perspective. They are looking at you from what is the job that they're trying to do, for which they will buy or hire your services. And if we are able to now get those timeless jobs that people are trying to do, for which they want to buy or hire products and services that you cater, and then align our narrative to that, then the connection happens much better. Because now you are orienting your entire narrative inside of their world. You're orienting your entire narrative inside of the conversation, their internal dialogue, as opposed to orienting your narrative inside of your mind space and how you have organized them. So Sam and John had gone on a safari, and they were very close returning back. This was in Masai Mara, and their vehicle broke down, and they were in visual sight of the gate, and all they had to do was reach that gate and go inside. The driver warned them, said, "Sir, don't get out. It's not advisable." But they said, "The gate is here. There's nothing around. There's no wild animal." So they said, "Sir, if you are doing it, it's at your risk, because I've called another vehicle. It'll come in another 5-10 minutes, and then we can go there." So these guys jumped off and they started walking. And to their bad luck, from behind a bush which they had not noticed, a lion comes and stands in front of them. So John tells Sam, "Don't move. The lion will not attack." So Sam asks him, "How do you know?" So the guy says, "I read it in a book." So Sam says to John, "John, the question is not whether you read the book. The question is whether the lion read the book." So this kind of, it rings home that when we are organizing ourselves and our narrative for our target audience, we are writing a book. The question is, have they read that book? Because they also have a book. The book on what they're trying to do, the outcomes that they're trying to achieve. And are we reading their book, or are we expecting them to read our book? So that's the real disconnect. So if we can now create a narrative inside of their internal dialogue, meeting them there, connecting with them there, the chances are that they will reach out to us and engage with us. And that will have a huge impact on our business.